don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. You know what? I'm gonna say it, bro. In an ideal world, bro, Anna is a yes, bro, is a catch. I honestly feel like if in another world where she wasn't a psychopath who was stalking me and would have kidnapped my girlfriend, bro, this could have been perfect. But you had to go and f it all up with all of your crazy shit. August 13th. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened, where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. What the heck? What happened? Back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, and it was all my fault. I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right? Yes. And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her, if that's what you mean. Thank you. She's beautiful. Oh, she jealous now? Girl, I have told you this is why I don't want to be around her. Because she likes to think that she's just beautiful and then she's gonna pull up with like, with a syringe full of like some kind of sedative and put you in the back of a trunk. I thought she could be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something. But she's like a model. What? No. Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted. Huh? And now it's on me? I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. She's much more beautiful than me. Hey, don't say that. She's not. She is! Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. And she wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She's just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. Hey, yo, girls, get yourself a man like Jack. He over here, like, working overtime right now. I'm lucky as hell to have you. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that, okay? Oh. Grace blinked like she'd just woken up. Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? No, don't say that either. Just stop talking. And don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for. She apologized way too often. Okay, now we're back in the hospital bed. August 15th. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so that I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like a bitch these past few days. I gave it and asked the doctor about it. Oh, here goes this guy. He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. Must have just taken a few days off. I asked him about the pain. I asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently the pain is just not a good sign. I think that's what he said anyway. So I guess my leg is healing all right. But wait, he said it is a good sign or it is not a good sign? Apparently it is a good sign. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. One of the other patients must have thought that I was talking to him. The patients here now are not the same guys I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all. The others went away to another part of the hospital or home or maybe to the morgue. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. So I said something about how my leg hurt and a guy on the bed next to mine, a kid actually, maybe more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he was saying how he's in a lot of pain too. I couldn't understand most of it though. His jaw's been wired shut. Anything he tries to say turns to moans and a lot of drool. Yuck. Then a nurse came in, not Anna, and told him he shouldn't speak if he wants to get his mouth better. So he shut up. Not much else happened. But my leg really is bothering me. It's a deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong in a way that makes my teeth hurt too. I'll stop with the leg now. I have to get my mind off of it. It just hurts so much. I'll check where I left the day off before yesterday and go from there. Okay, so this is back to the past. You're not coming with us? Again? No, I don't feel like it. But Anna is so great to hang out with. You're still hanging out with this girl? Yesterday we went window shopping, then we went to a cafe, and then we had ice cream in the park. Sounds fun. It was! Anna's a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I want us all to be friends. So please come along. No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. And she's rude, bro. She never knocked anymore. Ready, Grace? Yes, in a minute. Grace heaved a sigh. Are you sure you don't want to go? Yeah, I'm sure. Go have fun without me. Okay then, some other time. We kissed. Have fun. We kissed. Anna in the back. That's what Anna's like. Fun. We will. Bye. So what is her end game here? So I know that this has got to be like some kind of strategy, right? To like get closer to me, because she knows the one obstacle between me and her is Grace. So what she's probably going to do is just, this is how she like gets her in, right? She goes and kidnaps Grace, does whatever to Grace. And then now that Grace is out of the picture, she just has me to herself. Has to be. Grace and Anna became friends. Good friends. Very soon after they first met. I was against it, but I found it hard to complain seeing Grace so happy. They spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would just tease me. She'd say I was jealous, but she would also invite me to come with. Always declined. I eventually just got used to it. Things were quiet for a while. Okay, back at the grocery store where I got that ant POV. Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours. It should have been done, but it should have been done before we opened up, but someone had been slacking off. Won't point fingers. It was Don, the old guy. So I was the one stuck wondering what kind of dog food the 20% should go on, or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them. Oh my gosh, bro, and we get the freaking knee POV. As I was about to choose at random where to apply the discount sticker, someone put a hand on my shoulder. Oh, Anna. There was a tightness in my chest, but it passed within seconds. As I said, I'd gotten used to it. She didn't scare me anymore. Hi! How are you, Jack? I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs? Big dogs, I guess. I see. I bent down and placed a sticker reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs on the packaging. Grace in the break room, by the way. I know, I was just there. But I wanted to see you. Uh-oh, here we go again, y'all. Yeah? Why? I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know? Didn't you notice? I guess. I was called into work a lot. You must have been busy here too. Yep. Busy. Should meet more often. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh? Yeah, maybe. Jack, you mentioned dogs, right? Yeah, right? Was that because of Buddy? Oh, did I have a dog and he like passed away? Who's Buddy? So you really don't remember anything? Nope. I don't remember this Buddy. I don't remember knowing you either. Of course, no. I do know about Buddy. I don't remember his breed or how old he was or anything other than his name really, but I do know of him. A certain picture book told me. That's really too bad. But it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. Who knows? Buddy was a really sweet dog. You liked him a lot. I shrugged. And he loved you. But then again, that dog loved everyone. He was so trusting. Too trusting? Oh, sorry, too trusting. I'm sure he was. Are you really fine without knowing so much about your life, Jack? Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I did remember it at this point, actually. I suppose it's easier, in a way. There are some things best forgotten after all, aren't there? Yeah. Yeah. Of course there are. I wish some of those things would have had the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though? No reason. I was just a little curious. Didn't believe her. I sensed there was something in particular she wanted me to remember. I do know what that is now, but I still don't know why she wants me to remember what she did. Is it some sick form of love, or does she want to finish the job? Is it both? I don't know. I really don't. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was. Interlude. Anna in Wonderland. What's this about? Okay, so there's a secret. She said that he said that he exposed her to some kind of secret. I'm wondering if maybe they were in a relationship previously. I mean, I think it said in the description that they were exes or something like that. But what did she do in that relationship, bro? Did she forget to I don't even know, bro. Did she forget to take the trash out? Did she let the dog, or did she do something to the dog or something? Bro, I pray that's not the case. Dear diary, I found him. It was beautiful. was like fate. It was fate. As soon as I came to the city, I caught his scent in the air. A little, but mostly I smelled homeless people and gasoline. Why did you go all the way out there, Jack? Oh, I hear, Jack. You love nature, the smell of pines where we grew up. I was ready to spend weeks looking for you, Jack, or months, years if I had to. I even got a job at the hospital here. They're understaffed, so it was easy. Okay, so this is her diary. But there you were, in the first store I went to. I didn't even go in to look for you. Fate, fate, fate. But you were a little strange. Surely you recognize me. I haven't changed that much, have I? I mean, it's been a while, and I have tried to make myself pretty for you in every way that I can think of. But you knew it was me, right? I knew it was you. You haven't forgotten me. Were you pretending? Playing a game? Yeah, that must be it. Well, I'd love to wait and see what you're doing, dear, but I've been a patient girl for far too long. Oh yeah, she's been cooking this up. Dear Diary, Friday, Jack Friday. I knew he changed his name to that, but it's just so funny, isn't it? We'll have to change it back, Jack, for when we're married. What? I want the real one to follow my first name. Damn, she just called Jack. Okay. Jack a real one? Jack Friday. It made me giggle when I saw it on your employee records, darling. You looked at my employee records, you psychopath? I just had a peek, nothing more. Don't try to answer me with rationality like it's cool. Just to see where you live. I wanted to follow you at home first, but then I thought, hey, wouldn't it be insanely romantic if the next time I saw you, we lived right next to each other? I know you're playing your little game of you don't know me anymore, but that's not too much, is it? Being neighbors? You won't be angry, right? Even if it makes you angry, I have to at least do this, right? I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being by myself. I've waited this long already. I've prepared for you so much. Maybe you won't be mad. Please don't be mad, please. P.S. One other thing, darling. That street where you live, isn't it in a terrible part of town? Run down and cheap and even dangerous? I haven't been here for long, but I think that's right. Is that part of your game too? And working in a store? That must be it as well. Someone like you should never work there. Instead, you should be a... Gosh, I can't even imagine what. And isn't that perfect? I don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. You know what? I'm gonna say it, bro. In an ideal world, bro, Anna is a yes, bro, is a catch. I honestly feel like if in another world where she wasn't a psychopath who was stalking me and would have kidnapped my girlfriend, bro, this could have been perfect. But you had to go and f it all up with all of your crazy shit. Dear Diary, the street is worse than I thought. God, the smell. Do you really know what you're doing, Jack? No, I shouldn't doubt you, I know. The rent is cheap, at least very cheap. But more important than that or anything else, there was a vacancy right next door to your apartment. I can't wait to move in. We'll be neighbors. I'll see so much of you. It will make me drunk. Like this right here is the part where I'm like, nah, bro, you're doing too much. Your diary. What a beautiful dump. I said this to the landlord when I brought my things here. He thought I was complaining. He said I should have checked out the apartment before I rented it. He's an idiot. There could be a swarm of rats or roaches living in the apartment, or crack addicts for that matter, and I wouldn't give a damn. Still, I can't keep it dirty forever. I have to practice my homemaking skills. Time to make this dump a home. And that doesn't really look like a dump. I've seen a dump, bro. I used to live in a basement. Dear Diary, just back from a quick jog. Gotta stay in shape, and the brownies are just about done. I know. I should have kept an eye on them. But I've been doing this for so long, or long enough, The brownies are perfect. Not burnt, not raw, just right. I hope he likes them. Jack. I don't know if I can go on. Who is this girl? I'm the one for you. The only one for you, and yet you... I know this is part of your plan, but you didn't have to do it this way. Why are you being so cruel? I have to work now. I don't care. Sleep. Oh, we're starting to get to like the darker bits. I feel this is not feeling great. Your diary. I cried all the bad feelings out. Things don't seem nearly as bad now. Jack is testing me. I'll have to show him what it takes. Why are they trying to make me feel bad for her? See, this is what I was talking about. In another world, this would have been fire. This is nothing at all. I can do this. Dear Diary, I met her today. Grace. I hope she doesn't get in the way. She's a sweet girl, but she's clumsy. She dropped a plate, my plate too, of cookies. And there were cookies and broken pieces of porcelain everywhere. I'm pretty clumsy too, I guess. I cut myself on a shard when I tried to pick it up. Jack came in just as I got cut. He must have sensed I was hurt. She thinking I got like spidey sense for her? I I heard glass breaking. My girl was in your apartment. Of course I'm gonna come busting in, bro. I'm not about to come in and run over to you. There was a lot of blood for a wound so small. The blood reminded me of that time. It always does. I showed it to Jack. He looked like he was going to vomit. Great acting, Jack. I love you. What is happening? I have to know the past, bro. Something crazy happened in the past. Dear diary, I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. I see him a lot more now, everywhere I go. Nearly half of those times, I'm not even trying to make our paths cross. Fate. I'm also seeing Grace a lot more. She's always asking me to go somewhere with her or to chat, and she's always coming over to my apartment without Jack! She's become a real bother, honestly, but I act nice. That girl tells me things about Jack after all. Though, of course, she doesn't know anything about him that I don't. That's because she doesn't really know Jack. But now I know what he's pretending to be like. He told Grace that he has amnesia. It's a little unoriginal, Jack, don't you think? That's okay, though. She believes you. That dumb little... Dear diary, I'm troubled. I'm starting to think that Jack is not pretending. What if he really has forgotten all about me? Can't have that. I need a sign, Jack. Just one little sign, so that I know you remember. One sign. Anything is fine. Dear diary, Jack doesn't remember. I'm pretty sure of it now. He doesn't remember anything. Darn. But that's a good thing. He hasn't been acting cold on purpose. I'll give his memory a little jog, and that'll be that. Good as new. But this also means that he's serious about that Grace girl. Oh, we can't have that. No. I'm starting to see her true colors. She's a filthy seductress, sorry. She's also a fucking idiot. She invited me for dinner tomorrow at her apartment. Their apartment. Her and Jack's apartment. The apartment they're sharing together without me. Oh yeah, okay, this is where we're starting to see that unhinged shit. August 16th. Terrible day, really awkward. Anna was hovering around me all day. I swear she was here more than 2 shifts? What? More than 2 shifts. How does what? How the bell does that work? What? Are we cool? Are we having a stroke right now? I couldn't write at all. She's only gone now. And it's after Mingundum. I guess I should mark this as the 17th and not the 16th, but who cares? Now I have to write in the dark, but that's funk. I don't see this being a problem. So not long after. Did I write about how Emma came to see me at the store at that one time? Yes, I did. Not long after Tibet, Grace invited Anna over for Dimer. She could have told me before asking Emma. Not that I would have said no. I didn't have an excuse to say no, but I mean, she only told me about the dinner a few hours before it. Yeah, I was preparing for a really relaxed evening, and all of a sudden Grace says that we should start making dinner. And oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack. I shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget. It happens. She didn't mean anything bad by it. It still just rubbed me the wrong way, though. Anna was going to invade my home and be there for hours. And I'm pretty sure I had every right to be angry about that. No, I'm sure I would have sent her packing the first time I saw her. And then she moved in next to us. A million times after that. I should have. The fault is mine. So yeah, dinner. Okay. The food tastes amazing, Jack. Thanks. I barely made anything. That's not true, is it? You were in charge of the rice. Yeah, the rice. It ended up mushy. I think it's delicious. Anna ate it like it was the tastiest thing in the world. And she loves my cooking? Always the ones with a few screws loose, bro. An idea popped into my mind. If I bore her, she might leave early. But the chicken is much better. And it's incredible how you can make anything decent in the oven. We have Grace. Oh, I don't talk about the oven, Jack. It's embarrassing. I'll bet you've never seen a greasier oven, Anna. I swear to God. I tried to clean it. But nothing works. I don't know what the previous owners did to make it that dirty. It's not even the biggest problem, is it, you said? Yes. The light in the oven barely works. And don't get me started on the heating. It's so sketchy. Yeah, yeah, all of that. And you still managed to make something this good. What do you say, Anna? It's tasty. It reminds me of home. Have you tried remembering what home was like, Jack? Oh shit, here she goes. She moved the pawn. I swallowed, choked, and so am I pretending? I feel like I have to be pretending or something, bro. Like I definitely feel like even if I have amnesia, there's like some bits that come to me and I just like dismiss it because I always react this negatively. What's with that all of a sudden? Anna smiled and went on eating. I was just wondering. No, I have not tried to remember what home was like. I don't see why I'd have to. I'm fine without it. All right. Shame, though. Tough. Jack? Yeah? What is it, Grace? I'm with Anna on this one. You are? Yes. Even after you said you were fine with me deciding what goes on in my head, I'm trying to think of what's best for you. That's right. You can't spend your life running away from the past. Face it now. Be a man. Hey, Grace, you're gonna back this up? So what, you think I'm not a man now? I'll walk out right now, and I'll take my mushy ass rice with me. It's not healthy to lock so much of yourself away. It can't be. You have to agree, Jack. I didn't reply. I was eviscerating a chicken drumstick. Anna, I didn't tell you this, but at night, at least once a week, Jack, and she gonna spill my business. That's enough. I banged my fist on the table, then was immediately ashamed that I'd lost my temper, but I couldn't back down. This has got to do with me, and me only. Stay the hell out of it, both of you. Do you understand? Why are you so... it's no good. I'd never got this anger before. I need to be alone. Ooh. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. I could still hear their murmurs and their whispering. They were talking about me, plotting against me. I dressed in a hurry. Huh? Are you going out, Jack? I nodded. Have fun. Wait, don't go. I'm sorry, I keep insisting so much. You know I'm trying to help, right? Yeah. Then please don't be mad. I couldn't stop being angry. It was stronger than me. Can you just do one thing for me, just so I know I did all I could? Do what? Can you say you're fine with... No, please say that you don't want to remember. Can you do that for me? Of course. I hesitated longer than I thought I would. Suddenly it struck me that I was being childish as hell. But in the end, my anger and stubbornness won over. I don't want to remember. There. Are you happy now? I wanted things to stay as they were. That's all I ever wanted. For nothing to change. Because for once, I was happy. Well, I'm sorry. You should be. I mean, yeah, they pressed him way too hard over that. Like, I walked out. By the time I came back, Grace was gone. She was out of here. Oh, August 17th. I came back hours later. After a little drinking and a lot of pointless wandering. The apartment was empty. Her things were gone. But I only realized that after I read the letter. You left me? Because I didn't... Oh, wait, no. I think Anna kidnapped her. But nah, bro. Hold on. Let's read this here out. The letter was on the table next to our half-finished dinner. There was a key next to the letter, too. Her key to the apartment. I remember the letter word for word, so why don't I write it down here? Wouldn't that be fun? Jack, it said. I can't stay with you anymore. You're only going to make yourself more miserable. And I can't help you, and I can't watch you do this to yourself. I pray there's someone who can help you like I couldn't, and I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye. Grace didn't need to sign the message. I could have recognized it was needed. So she did write the letter, so she left me? Ah, nah, bro. See it? Anna for life. I'd seen that same handwriting during our brief year together on dozens, if not hundreds of little notes. Shift schedules, reminders to buy snacks or milk, things like that. They were, in fact, at least half a dozen of the yellow post-its she used still around the apartment. Seeing them hurt. There were a lot of other things Grace hadn't taken with her too. Socks, pants, a few undershirts, a scarf, one pair of shoes, a sweater she really liked too. Okay, so never mind. I think she did get kidnapped. We're good. I'm sorry what I said, Grace. And she's crazy. I don't know why I would say that. Like, what? It was all evidence of how much of a hurry she'd been in to get away from me. I know better. This is so garbage. This is all just so garbage. And here we are back to the present with this crazy ass. Morning, everyone. The patients all greet her. I do too. Well. I'm happy to see you finally stop being Mr. Grumpy. Well, you know. Do you feel any better? Does the leg still hurt? I'm a little better, I guess. At peace. That's great. You'll be up in your feet in no time, I'm sure. Free to come back home. I laugh like it. Anna probably doesn't see why that's so funny. She smiles. Yes, she does love me in her own way. It doesn't matter though. Remembering the pain she caused me has given me conviction. My heart is set on killing her. Ooh, I mean, yeah, after that backstory, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm with you. If she did kidnap her, August 18th. My health is vastly improving. Doctor's words, those. And I feel it. I don't wake up at night so much anymore, choking on pain. And I don't get so angry anymore that I have to chew my own fingers so I don't end up shouting. I really am at peace. I know what to do. I know I have to do it. I feel like I don't have a choice in the matter. I'm a train going down a set of tracks at a few hundred miles per hour. No turns, no brakes. Whatever happens, will happen. It's strangely calming. For now, I'll keep on writing. I know it's a good point to stop. I'll know when it's a good point to stop. After Grace left, I spent that first night alone on the kitchen floor. It was where my legs happened to give in under me. After hours of walking back and forth in the apartment, I had paced around like a caged animal, looking under pillows and carpets and poking my head in closets. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd find her there. Dang, that's crazy. Why don't you go ask Anna if she's seen anything in her closet? Because I'm pretty sure Grace might be wrapped over there in a bunch of rope. I woke up in the afternoon with a blanket over me. I thought that Grace had done it, that she'd come back. Now it was that crazy. I guess it must have been Anna. I didn't go to work. Didn't eat. I don't remember drinking any water, but I must have, and I must have slept a lot too. It turned out I needed Grace more than I thought I did. Certainly more than she needed me. I was all alone that day, that night, and the day after too, right up until the evening. That's when she made her move. The windows were closed and the blinds were drawn. It must have been stuffy and hot in the apartment. I lay on the couch, shivering. I held my chest to the sweater Grace had left. I was about to slip into uncomfortable sleep when the front door opened. My heart skipped a beat, for the sight of the person coming in disappointed me. Hello? Jack? I stared at her. What's wrong? Stare. Tried to get me to talk, but I was not in a talking mood. Eventually, she found the letter on the table, pretended to find it. So she did. Oh, Jack. Oh, darling. Go away. You're hurt, I know. She's terrible, isn't she, to have hurt you so badly? The sweater was soft against my skin. It smelled of her. I know. I know she's awful. Let me help. She brought her hand in my face. I turned my head away. I'm the one who can make you happy, you know. You won't have to remember that girl ever again. You won't want to, I promise. Her hand found my cheek. It had only been 2 days since I'd last seen Grace, had last touched her, but it was like I'd already forgotten a person's warmth. I raised my hand to bat hers away, and I found that I couldn't do it. Instead, I put my hand on hers. I was close to tears. There were so many emotions in me that confused and overwhelmed me. But Anna was here. She was whispering that she'd never leave. Oh my gosh, she set the trap. Okay. So here's what we do, right? We carry on with life. Like, I don't know what else. What else am I supposed to do? You know, like, just joking. We need to find Grace, but more importantly, even though we're now in the present where we actually have a lot of hindsight into things, we can maybe figure out, instead of trying to kill Anna, maybe figure out where she's hidden Grace. Because let's be real, if we kill Anna, there's probably no finding Grace. We made Whoa! Jack took that carry on with life business serious. Afterwards, I used the sweater to wipe the sweat off me. Whoa! Anna lay next to me, soft and warm, both her arms wrapped around one of mine. Are you kidding me? In the morning, after the long, long night, Anna looked at me and asked me a question. I'm tired, aren't you? Uh-huh. I won't go to work today. I'll call in sick. What about you? I don't know. I won't go to work. I hadn't thought at all about work. It was so irrelevant. That's a good idea. Hey, I'm going to my apartment. I want to have a nice hot shower. Come with? Sure, yeah. My apartment had a perfectly working shower, of course, but I didn't want to be by myself. I was scared. Oh, this is foul. This is foul. Forget everything I said about Anna. I'm just joking, bro, for real. This is horrible. After I had a shower at her place, Anna told me I could stay there a while. Until you feel better, she told me. What do you say? I said yes. And that's how it went. My gosh, she got you booed up in her apartment too? I don't feel shame for what I did. I know I should, but I don't. Problem is, I don't really feel like I did any of that. It's more like I was watching myself do those things, watching myself get tricked and cheat on Grace, and live with that woman who's caused me so much misery to so many people. Okay, but at the time, you thought Grace left you, so you didn't technically cheat on her. Like, at least it wasn't your fault if you did. Like, it genuinely wasn't your fault. So, like, Jack, like, you gotta stop beating yourself up, bro. I know I should be ashamed. It's a disgusting thing I did. Can't take it back. I let myself be made into an animal. Fair enough. That one whole month is something I'd like to forget and to never remember. So I won't write about it. About anything. Written enough. Done. Journalists help me a lot, but I don't need it. This is it then. It's goodbye. So goodbye, JF, Jack Friday. Wow. Okay. I woke up and found the room dark, incredibly dark. Okay, chapter 5, a new brand of happiness. Incredibly dark. It didn't matter if my eyes were open or closed. The image didn't change. Something wasn't right. The air smelled different. Grace made a soft moaning sound in her sleep. She lay next to me. I reached out to make absolutely sure she was here. Jack. Whoa, to hear her voice instead was like finding a snake in my bed. I almost fell over a nightstand. Are you okay? Bad dream? To say, she touched me again. Oh, his memories came back! She touched me, skin against skin. I remembered where I was and why I was here. Better? Yeah, sorry about that. Good. I settled back onto my side of the bed and ruffled my hair. You startled me. I didn't mean to. It's okay, I know you wouldn't do that, because you love me. Oh, nah. Oh, nah, brother. Dear diary. It's all been worth it. All the years of waiting and hoping have been so worth it. I never expected it to go as well as it did. Now I feel so silly I ever worried. Grace, the whore, is out of the picture. It was easy, she is so scared of everything. And Jack is all mine. I expected he would struggle a lot more. I'm so proud of him. Even in the terrible state he's in, no memories of us at all. He knew in his heart he should pick me over her. You're so cute, Jack. The way you're absolutely helpless without me, I'll pamper you a little more. I can do that. There's no hurry. There's no rush. We've reached our happy ending. I don't want to hear that. I paced around Anna's bedroom. Step, step, step. Step, turn. Step, 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 turn. It was a very large room, or it wasn't a very large room, about the same size as mine, and step, 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 turn. It was dark. The curtains were drawn, but it would have been dark without them too. The alarm clock's neon green digits hovering in the dark showed that it was 5:10 a.m., that it was Monday. Step, step, step. Anna's bed sheets rustled. She mumbled something and sat up. Jack, why are you... I took in a deep breath. It helped me keep my voice from shaking as I answered. It's nothing. Go back to sleep. What is it? Something is wrong, isn't it? Tell me, I'll make it go away. No, please. It's stupid. Tell me. I stepped closer to the bed, banged my shin on its side, and sighed. It's Monday. Anna glanced over my shoulder at the alarm clock. Yep, it is. So? I have work. When I came back to an empty apartment, it was early Friday morning. I had missed work on Friday. I must be on thin ice already. I didn't even call in. And? Just don't go. But if I don't go today, they'll fire me for sure. So? What do you mean so? This is serious. Don't be upset. Here. Anna got up lazily and kissed me, held me. We stood there a few moments in silence. There, doesn't it all seem better now? But I still... Uh-huh. No, sweetie, you stay in today. She pressed herself harder against me. I felt her softness, the heat of her body. I could hardly feel anything else. You don't want to go to work, do you? I don't, but I mean, I have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. It'll be fine. The world won't end. I was going to complain again, but she pressed a finger to my lips. You know what? An idea just came to me. If you move out of that awful apartment and come live with me instead, you won't have to work in that awful store anymore either. That sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounded so good. Anna understood me so well, but I wasn't sure of myself. I asked if it was really fine for me to stay here for good. Of course! And I wouldn't want you anywhere else. Yo, this is like extreme takeover. Dear diary, oh my god, oh my goodness, how is this going so well? It never worked so well before, not with the patients I tried it on, even though they were What'd you do? Give me a love potion? Even though they had no one visit them, all of them kept being themselves right up to the end. But with Jack, I can do anything. He is like clay. I can change him into anyone, anything I want. How awful. He's so lucky that it's me doing this. Could you imagine someone else with this kind of responsibility? No, what am I saying? Nobody else can make him so willing to change. Me. Only me. He's only like this because he loves me so much. He's always loved me, even when he didn't realize it. And he'll always love me, and I'll always love him. And we'll be together forever. And I'm so happy I could scream right now. I'm only teasing him a little, but that's okay. We have all the time in the world. Unlike those other boys, he's not about to expire. Okay, I'm getting a really dark vibe from here, and I don't want it anymore. Days went by, maybe a week. Jack! Come on, Jack! If you don't let go of me, I can't go to work, you know? Then don't go. Stay here. Hey, one of us has to go. We need it to live. I need you to live. Jack is drinking the Kool-Aid. He is all in. He said, oh yeah. That's very sweet, but I still have to go. I wouldn't budge. She ran her fingers through my hair. I liked that. If you get off me now, I promise I'll have a special surprise for you when I come back. Really? Really, I promise. Okay. I forced myself to let her go. After she went away, I laid back down on the bed. I waited for her to come back. I did nothing else. Jack! Anna surprised me. Wait. Anna's surprise was a big plastic bag. It was swollen, full of something. I looked at her, then looked at it, then at her again and frowned. We'll see. Come, we need to go somewhere. Go outside? Yeah. Isn't that exciting? I looked away. What, you don't want to? I held up a pillow in front of me. It was meant to act as a barrier. Oh, you big scaredy cat. Come on. She took my arm and pulled. I wouldn't go. Her grip was strong. Maybe I'd gotten weak, but I stayed in place. Huh. So you really don't want to go? Let's, how come we can't just stay here? Oh, sweetie. I don't want the apartment to burn down. She made me dress in outside clothes. They were rugged and cold. The outside was even more rugged and cold. The street was wet. It must have rained. The people there were giving me looks. They were looking at me like I was trash. Why? What had I done to them? What had I ever done to anyone? Oh, hey. Ease up a little. You hurt my hand. I'm sorry. That's okay. If you really don't feel like it, we can go back home right now. Really? Yes. But I know you can do this. So will you do it for me? Yeah, okay. Great. Thank you, Jack. You're so good to me. Okay, so we're just walking around downtown. We walked for over 15 minutes. My feet hurt, my legs made clicking sounds. I hadn't really walked in over a week, but I didn't complain. We're almost there. Do you know where we are? I shook my head. Anna had led me somewhere I'd never been. Each street we passed was dirtier and grayer and more abandoned than the last, and the people looked at us all the more meanly. I thought they were going to hurt us, but Anna wasn't afraid, so I did my best to be brave too. Whatever she had in the plastic bag, it wasn't heavy. The bag was so full, it was almost the shape of a big ball, but it swung so lightly. What do you think is in there? Anna had noticed me looking. I don't know. Want to guess? I didn't. I told her I didn't. Told her I couldn't think of anything. Oh well, you'll see soon enough. Okay. Our destination, I saw 5 minutes later, was an empty street. A whole street, blocks and blocks of it completely abandoned. The pavement was cracked, the buildings that stood were hollow, and everything was overgrown with weeds. It was more a jungle than a city street. It was ugly. I hated to even look at it. Isn't it so beautiful? Yeah. I'll show you the best spot here is my favorite. But it'll be our secret, okay? You can't tell anyone else. Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Okay. We passed through a tunnel-like opening set in a tall, wide building. Beyond it was a field of brown-yellow grass. It came up to my chest. Surrounding the grass there were sides of the large building. This used to be its courtyard. The building was a mottled, ugly gray, and it had most likely been a prettier color before it burned down. It had so many windows, none of which had glass in them. They gaped down at us, empty and dark. In a spot was a square patch of concrete in the middle of an overgrown courtyard. Once there, Anna handed me something from the plastic bag. It was a small gas canister and a box of matches. Then she emptied the rest of the bag out on the concrete. When I saw the contents, my chest tightened and started to hurt. Anna, this is... On the ground were a few post-it notes, a pair of shoes, but mostly clothes. I had seen them before. They had belonged to someone I knew. Who? Someone I had known an eternity ago, too long ago to remember. But I knew these things were important. Do you know what this is? Yes. I shouldn't? It's fine if you still recognize them. Completely fine. You're not mad. I'm not mad. Give me that. Anna grabbed the gas canister from my hands. She poured gas out into the clothes and shoes and post-it notes, down to the last drop. Then she tossed the canister aside and stepped away. The canister made a tinny, empty sound as it hit the concrete. Thunk, thunk. After that, there was silence. Anna? Should I? What do you think you should do? Are you really not mad? Do what you think you need to, Jack. Do it quick. It's growing dark and I didn't bring a flashlight. So I did what I thought I needed to do. I lit a match and it took me 3 tries to get it right because of my clumsy fingers. Cradling the little fire in my hands, I brought it over her things. They were wet and stank of gasoline. I held the lit match above them. These are Anna's clothes. Grace's clothes, aren't they? They have to be. Why are you hesitating? Don't you want to do this? I needed to know what Anna wanted me to do. The thought of doing it made me want to lay down and cry. I couldn't explain why those things were so dear to me. They just were. The flame had almost reached my fingers. Anna, I don't think... Do it! I dropped the match. The little fire touched gasoline and bloomed. The sudden heat made me step back. Those things, those shoes and clothes and little yellow notes were already crackling and turning into charcoal. Anna stood by me. I waited for her to scold me, but she didn't. She put her hand in mine. Our fingers interlocked. You did well! I did. Yes. When it came down to it, you did what you should. I'm proud of you. A warmth filled my chest. My worry for those scattered pieces of nothing on the ground faded away. I was with the love of my life, and she loved me and was proud of me. How could I care about some... I couldn't even remember what it had been anymore. Old clothes? Whatever. Anna giggled. It made me so glad to see Anna happy. I pulled her closer. After a good minute of laughing, she sighed as the Spenton looked up at me. Wasn't that fun? Yeah. The things on the ground had already gone out. They were black and unrecognizable. Let's go back home. Okay, Anna. Like a puppy dog. Look at you, Jack. You disappoint me, Jack. Haha, you're so happy, aren't you? And why wouldn't you be? I'm happy too. The happiest I've ever been. Me too. The happiest I've ever been. Really? Yep. Thank you, Jack. That means the world to me. We went away hand in hand. What kind of Mickey Mouse unhappy ending is this? But before we walked out into the grass again, I looked back one last time at the things I had burned. Something moved at the edge of my vision, up in one of the glassless windows. I looked again, but it was gone. Oh, is she keeping Grace in there? This place is dangerous. If so, Anna, you are so stupid, bro. This place is dangerous. Are there people in there? You know what? There just might be. Bad people. We should get home as soon as we can. Yeah. Home. Where it's safe. Okay, so maybe we do know where Anna is. That little slut. I hope she had a good look at us burning all that trash of hers. Oh, I see. This is her talking. That little slut. I hope she had a good look at us burning all that trash of hers. And Jack burning it. God, I'm so proud of him, it hurts. I can't believe I miscalculated, though. I thought Grace was gone for good. I can't... Oh, wait, here we go. But then there she was, in our hallway, asking where Jack was and what I had done with him. All this while, Jack was right on the other side of the door. Can you imagine what would have happened if I wasn't there? She would have knocked on the door or rung the doorbell, and she would have probably called out, too. It would have scared Jack so badly, I can't bear to think about it. Thankfully, I wasn't wrong about everything to do with her. She hasn't called the police. I knew she wouldn't. I just didn't think she'd come back at all. She was still as scared as a little lamb. Her hand shook while she demanded I tell her what happened to Jack. He can't be in there, can he? She stepped forward, but when I put myself between the door and her, she backed off again. I wonder how she didn't pee herself. She was so scared. Jack doesn't want to see you. What are you doing to him? No one's seen him since I went away. It's like he's disappeared. So did she leave me or did she not leave me? Because at this point, bro, I'm kind of not even really mad at what we're doing here. Because like the only thing I could really be mad about is that Anna's trying to mold me like some kind of puppy dog. But like, bro, she's picking up the pieces that Grace left behind, bro. Man, f Grace. He's been here the whole time? God, what are you doing to him? Be quiet. She was making so much noise. I put a hand on her shoulder. I had to see if she had the guts to slap it away. She just stood there. Jack is perfectly fine. He's happy and doesn't want to see you again. I know he probably hates me now, but at least let me see him. I have to at least see him again. So annoying. Loneliness had made her desperate, unpleasant. That's what being by yourself does. Look at dear Jack. We've only been together for a short while. And he's already such a sweetheart. He was so prickly before. And if you see him now, he'll tell you he hates you. Do you really want that? No, I don't want that, but... Then go away. It's as simple as that, don't you think? Even someone like you should understand. Why are you so... I thought we were... She swallowed hard. I have to see him. Anna, please. Being alone made you a real bitch, you know that? What? Or did it? Were you lonely after all? It really makes me wonder. With how little money you took with you, I was sure you'd be living on the streets. But you're clean, you don't smell more than usual. I'm living with a friend. Oh, you got another. Oh, let me find out you with somebody else too. What does it matter? That's a lie. You don't have any friends. Grace gritted her teeth and glared at me. She wanted to run away in shame. She's so simple, so obvious, but she couldn't leave with Jack so close. So where are you staying? Whose cock are you sucking for rent? I'm not... Is that wrinkly old man you worked with? It's nothing like that. I am living with Don, but I'm not... Oh, aren't you? Then how are you paying back his hospitality? You cheated on me with Don? Oh no! You don't have any money. You quit your job too, I checked. I'm not paying back anything. Don't be shy. Oh, screw you. Move. How violent. It's a good thing I separated her and Jack when I did. Any more of this girl's influence and who knows what could have happened. She tried to shove past me, but I got a little surprise in my pocket. Anna, that's... Yep. So don't you dare touch me again. I might do something bad. I pressed the knife against the side of her neck. It drew blood. I couldn't help myself. But it wasn't a lot. I'm not going to kill someone out in the open like that. I'm not stupid. Grace stood petrified. You can't do this. You'll call the cops? No, you won't. They won't believe you. They never do. Right? She didn't lash out for once. She must have finally realized how useless it was to try. So she shuffled away. I waved her off. It's only polite. She didn't even look back. Oh my gosh. Yo, Grace, let me find out you were cheating on me with Don because you couldn't handle me not wanting to know my past, bro. I don't care. Baggage this, baggage that. Look, bro, I was steady stocking shelves. I wanted to be left alone. I didn't want anybody entering my life all crazy. On some real shit, if we want to be for real about this, I deadass, I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I didn't want to go to the bar. I didn't want to talk to anybody. You came to me, you ushered Don, that old dude that you're living with now, out of the way to spend more time with me. So now that you got me chit-chatting and stuff, you got me falling in love and everything like that, all that puppy love shit you was talking about how it was fine, I didn't know my past. You actually wrote a letter to leave me? Oh, bro. Give me a break. W Anna all day. You Grace. And then she kept following me around even after that. What a stalker. So I had Jack burn her things. I know she was watching. It was beautiful. Now she'll back off for good. I mean, for real, is Anna even really doing anything that bad other than being like a little bit crazy? Like, I think the only thing she's really doing horrible is gaslighting and manipulating Jack. But it comes from a place of love. It's not good love, but it's love. Bro, I can't, like, I have to be candid because if I'm gonna be real, bro, if I sat here and I was like, oh, no, we gotta make sure Anna gets her comeuppance. We gotta make sure. Look, bro, I'm going off of everything the story is giving me, and the story is trying to tell me this is a lot more of a complex issue than we think it is. Yes, Anna is a textbook predatory, stalking, crazy, manipulative girl. But let's not forget that Grace also weeded her way into my life and tried to pick apart inch by inch ways to make me feel bad about not knowing my past. I don't care if I felt deep down like I want to know. If I say I don't want to know about my past, I don't. And it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means that I want to move on. Over here talking some crazy you might as well go find somebody else. You might as well go find somebody else. I hope I don't want to be the person who makes you hurt, because I just want you to know I don't care what you have to say anymore, Grace. You left me. Allow me to get smothered by this crazy psychotic nonsense. I need this in my life, bro. F Grace. All my homies hate Grace. I'm back. Welcome back. Easy, you'll trip. The moment she touched me, those long hours of waiting were painted over by warmth. It made me so happy. Something smells good. Is it dinner? Yes. Oh, you remembered. I'm so glad. I'd made a casserole. Anna set the table and I served it. That was really tasty, Jack. Thank you. I wasn't happy with the meal. It was tasteless and the meat was tough. But Anna said she liked it. She was so kind. I wish I could help more. What do you mean? With money, I guess. I was being serious, but she laughed. That made me feel a bit stupid. Oh, Jack, money is no problem at all. I told you already, I've got a lot saved up, and the rent here is nothing. Ah, okay. And I hummed contentedly. A minute later, she stopped. There is something you can do, actually. Really? Yes, really. Ah, but I'm not sure if you'd be up to it. Anything. I'll do anything for you. Okay, then. What is it? How can I help? Wait until before bedtime, okay? I nodded. What is she about to have me doing in this bed? When I heard what she wanted me to do, I didn't take it well. I was angry, furious. I felt betrayed. You want me to? Yes, I do. Oh, is it about remembering my past? But no. You said I'd never have to remember anything. You promised. I got it from the bed and started pacing from wall to wall, never looking at Anna. What she'd said hurt. How could you lie like that? Oh, baby. Please don't hate me. I was shivering with anger. I thought I might faint. But I didn't hate her. I couldn't. So I stopped walking and faced her. I know what I said, but this is important. Don't you believe me? There's only one thing I could say. Yeah. I believe you. Thank you, Jack. I love you. Too. And I'm sorry. Don't say you're... Hearing Anna say she was sorry was for some reason like a punch to the gut. It tugged at my memory. She always said, I know, but that's not what I'm telling you to remember. You must never remember that woman. Forget all you have left of her. Then, what I want you to recall goes much, much further back. It won't be easy, but when you remember, our love will be the deepest it's ever been. Don't you want that? I do. I love you. I want that. I want your love even more. Tell me what I should remember. Quick save real quick. Anna embraced me with happy tears in her eyes, but she wouldn't tell me what I needed to remember. She said it would be pointless if she told me. I had to remember it all by myself. Anna ordered me to sit down in front of the alarm clock every day for at least an hour. I was told to do this while she was at work. I was to have my eyes closed. I was to try digging back into my memories, far, far back. I did as I ordered. As I was ordered. But the first time I tried, the very next day, it was all so foggy in my mind I couldn't even start thinking. Felt slow. It was like walking through molasses. I only made myself tired. Before I fell asleep sitting up, one last thought came to me. Was thinking always so hard? The second time too, I gave up right away. I couldn't do it, but I had promised Anna. The next day I tried harder. My head hurt and I felt like I was groping in the dark, scared and all alone. But I did it. I had promised Anna. I waited further in. Uh-oh, we got Grace popping back up. Flash of a smile made my chest hurt, but I kept going, for love. Huh? Which one did I love? Which one did I hate? Things didn't used to be like this, did they? This feels wrong. Something went terribly wrong. I need to make sense of it.